Here are the baby quail. Well, here's a few of them. All the rest are underneath that heater right there. Okay, so all of my quail hatched. I was not impressed with the hatch rate that I got. It was less than 50%. I had 19 that hatched, or I had 17 that hatched, and I had 19 that did not hatch. And I'm not sure, hold on, I gotta go grab the cup. I am not sure entirely why they didn't hatch, but I do have my suspicions. And I think, okay, so with my quail, every time that I've hatched them, I've always gotten over a 90% hatch rate. Every time. And so I'm wondering, and I've never had any problems with the chicks coming out of the eggs. And my only suspicion is that it's probably because I'm feeding the parents non-GMO and organic feed. Because the guy that I bought my quail from that I first started with last year, when I first started quail, he fed them not organic and non-GMO feed, just like the normal, processed feed. And he got about a 50% hatch rate, and that's what he told me to expect when I was hatching my own eggs. Because I bought them from him when they were chicks. And then I hatched the eggs from the quail that I raised on organic and non-GMO feed, and the first time I got completely 100% hatch rate. I think I did 16 eggs, and 14 hatched and 2 were not fertilized. And so I don't count the ones that were not fertilized, I don't count them in the hatch rate because they weren't fertilized to begin with. So they didn't fail as they were trying to develop. And then the second time I did, I think 24 maybe, and I had 21 that hatched, 2 that were not fertilized, and 1 that was almost completely ready to hatch, but just didn't make it in the end. So I only had 1 that did not make it. So I have 2 quail that are struggling with their legs. One, I don't even know what happened. It just kind of has been having problems with its legs, and it's really crooked. It's like it has one leg that doesn't work very good, it's not straightened out. The other one got splayed legs, and I could not heal it from the splayed legs. Like I tried for hours the day that it got splayed legs, but the problem was that I think it got the splayed legs overnight, and so it kind of healed that way, because they heal really, really quick, super quick when they're really young. Like if a chick or anything gets splayed legs, if you try to heal it just a few minutes after it happens or an hour after it happens, then it heals super quick, just like in less than 10 minutes. And so I think that this one had gotten it sometime in the night when it hatched, and then it just healed that way because I tried to get it to heal, but his legs just would not go in the right position. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna let him see if he can heal on his own, and he's definitely gonna have to be meat. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna open up the rest of the eggs that did not hatch, and we're actually gonna see which ones were fertilized and which ones weren't, which ones did not make it. So yeah, that should be a fun video, but first we're gonna go out to the pasture and you've got to see what I've been doing out there. Okay, so the first thing I have to do when I get out here have to feed baby because he is getting really hungry. And if you have not been following on my Instagram, then I'll just catch you up real quick. Mama only has one teat, excuse me. Mama only has one teat working, and so the bigger lamb is getting all of the milk and is dominating over this one and always getting in there, and this one always gets on the wrong side. And so I've got to come out and feed him about 3 times a day. And normally what I feed him is just half of this is like A2 raw and unpasteurized cow's milk, and the other half is lamb milk replacer. I have heard that you can just feed them the A2 raw and unpasteurized milk, cow's milk. That's what my grandma and great-grandpa did when they had all of their lambs that needed to be fed. But, and this does have, yesterday he wouldn't drink anything, and so I had to put a little bit of molasses in it, and he finally did. He drank a very, very small amount. He does not drink that much. He keeps trying to go over to Mama because he doesn't like this stuff too much, you know, not as much as Mom. Oh, all my chickens are out. Look. They escaped under the fence. There's all the chickens in the neighbor's yard. I'm gonna show you what I've got going on right now. It's right behind me. It is an electric fence from the Premier One fencing. Right here. And it just arrived on Saturday, and so I set it up on Saturday. And here, I'll show you. So my grandparents live right next to where I keep my animals. This is their property right here. And they've got lots of grass growing all the way along back to the ditch back there. And so they are allowing me to graze my sheep to kind of just keep their grass mowed over here on this side. It's just away from their lawn. And the sheep are loving it. Yesterday was the first day that they were able to get out here. So we are going to bring them out here again and just watch and see how excited they get. Okay, but first I have to go grab the Energizer because at night I'm going to put the sheep back into this pasture right here because it's a little bit more secure, I think, and they just feel more comfortable in here at nighttime. And so the Energizer doesn't get stolen, I go and put it in the shed. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick so we can hook this up. Set this up right here. Let's move this up. Up. We'll grab the sheep and bring them in. There we go. There we go. That's a good mama. There we go. Get in there, everyone. That's good sheep. So far, I have liked this electric fence, and it's done a lot. I have yet to get shocked. I mean, it's only been a couple days, but I'm sure that's gonna come soon enough. But it seems to be doing pretty good, and the solar energizer is keeping up its battery. And yesterday it was cloudy all day, but it kept up its battery all day and kept this around at least 5,000 volts throughout the whole thing. It's about 6 at the front of the fence, but then towards the end it's about 5.2. I think that's what it was yesterday. So it might be a little bit lower today just because it's been sitting in the shed for all the night. But yeah, it's been pretty good, and they got shocked yesterday. And every single one of them did. So they figured out that it's something that they should not go close to. And if there's one thing I don't like, it's how much it bends, but that's because it's on a hill right now. And there's not really anything I can do about that. I don't think. I could probably try to reduce it and pull it up a little bit on the bottoms, but it's not draining the battery that bad. So right now I'm not going to worry about it. It won't be so bad in the back, because all the way in the back it's more flat. There's like no hills, but there is just this one hill right here, and so it makes it makes it bend right here. But other than that, it's a pretty good fence. Without further ado, let's go crack open those quail eggs and see what's inside. All right, we are ready to crack open the quail eggs. We've got 19 here that did not hatch. And I know that we're gonna have some that were either fully developed or partially developed.
There's one where it tried to escape that did it.
Yeah, there was a peck in the shell, but it just didn't have the strength. So we are gonna start cracking these open. We're gonna see what's inside. Should we take a guess to see which ones are fertile and which ones aren't? Which ones were developed and which ones weren't?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna write this down. My guess is that we have, I'm gonna say 12 that were not fertile, and then 7 that were fertile.
14 for like the body in it.
14 that were partially developed.
But like it has an eye in it and stuff.
Oh, okay. So 14 that were fertile.
And then the rest.
The rest, okay.
So the 19.
Yeah.
6. No, not 6. That'll be 5.
Good job.
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, we're just gonna crack these. Oh, I can already feel. This one's like totally
developed.
No. Look at that.
Oh.
Not developed at all. Okay.
Just a broken yolk.
Yep. There's nothing in there. Okay, you ready?
Should I use this?
You want to use this?
Yeah, is it easier?
Yeah, I think so. So just cut off the top. Oh, not fertile.
Just drop the.
Yep. Just drop it in there.
Yep.
Or do we want a second thing for the eggshells? So we can see what everything looks like inside? Here, I'll grab another one. There's a thing for the eggshells. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely
That one was partially. Oh, but it did not make it.
Those blades.
And everything in there's a head. Just did not make it. That's sad. So we got one that was fertile. Ooh. Yep. Definitely not there. That one stopped being fertile a long time ago.
There's like
Here.
The bowl and stuff is stuck in there.
Yeah, look at that. So it started to develop. Look how tiny that is. Look, the head and everything. If you can see that.
It's kind of like a hawk almost.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Yep. It tried. Okay, next one. Ooh, gross. Ew.
Show it to the camera. Not fertile?
Oh, that stinks. I shouldn't have smelled that.
I smelled that. Okay. Oh.
That one was like, started molding. That one went rotten real quick.
If I want to, I can puke whenever I want.
Please don't puke. Okay. Oh, that one stinks really bad. Okay, that was definitely fertile. And that went rotten real quick. Oh, man. Okay. Next.
I can't.
Ooh, that one was very close.
Aww.
Oh, that one was really close, but it did not. See, those are its guts right there, so it did not.
So fertile?
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
It's just the smell.
I know. This one doesn't feel like, this one feels like it dried out. It feels very light.
Oh.
You ready? Yep, this one's fertile too. Look at that. Fertile. Okay, this one has the peck in it. This one's definitely mostly developed.
Seriously, that thing's like
Poor thing, just didn't make it.
You guys are lucky you can watch this and not smell it.
If this was a smell tube, y'all would be puking. Poor
And I
thing
might.
did not make it. That's another fertile one. Okay, here we go.
8 to fertile, 5 to not fertile.
There's another one.
Fertile.
Fertile, for sure. Oh my goodness, look, there's another one.
We're up to 10. Yours
Wow.
is 12, mine's 14.
Look at that.
It's like a bowl of dead shits, like we killed them.
That's what it is. And I'm getting it all over my hands. Here
Sugar.
goes the last one.
Fertile.
Nope, not fertile.
You
Okay.
You won.
No, mine were different. See, I did put 12 as not fertile. I put 7 as fertile. So 11, you were closer than I was. So technically you won. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
I'll be at the toilet.
Okay, this is the result. We have multiple that were super close to hatching, but they just didn't make it. Pretty sad.
Well,
Thanks for watching this disgusting video. He almost threw up, and I probably still have it under my nails, but anyways,
I won at the
we had
guessing.
quite a few. So almost all of them were fertile. We didn't have very many that weren't fertile, but
Here's the answers. We got
Yeah.
fertile, we got 11. Not fertile, we got about 7.
we should have 8 to equal 19. There were more that were fertile versus not fertile, but they just didn't develop completely and were not able to hatch out of their eggs. So sadly, that is the case here. And for every other the ones that I've hatched myself from the quail that I've raised, they have all hatched. I've only had one that was almost fully developed that didn't hatch out of its egg. So I'm pretty sure that, and I know I said this before, one reason that I think why mine were more successful is because of how I raised them and what I fed them. So yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll see again when I hatch my own from my own quail. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more gross stuff like this. Just kidding, we won't show this too often, but well, we will see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Also, you might be wondering if the incubator was the problem. It could have been. There could have been something weird going on with the incubator, but there wasn't anything different that I noticed about it from the last several times that I've used it. So, I mean, there was a possibility with that, but I don't know. We'll see when I hatch the ones from my quail. We'll see how those do, and then if they end up like these ones, then it could be the incubator's problem.